Earlier in the programme, we heard the incredible story of Michael Ho's escape from communist Vietnam. Back in 1980, he and 76 others boarded a tiny craft and set out across the open sea in search of freedom. Pam takes up the story.
The boat broke down and they spent 17 days adrift without food or water. On the 17th day, a baby was born, and just when all hope seemed lost, a ship appeared on the horizon.
And we called for help. I stood right in front of the boat and I waved my hand with the torch burning. And I said to myself, and I said, Lord, let them see me.
It was a British ship called the Bendeag. Ian and Jenny McBain were part of the crew.
I was second mate at the time, so I was one of the navigational officers. At 6 o'clock at night, we heard word that there was a boat being seen, refugees, and that was when we all left the smoking room, headed out on deck to have a look to see what was actually coming closer to us. Then we got the craft alongside, and then after that, pilot ladder went down, then they started to climb on board the ship.
One of the British sailors came down and had a look, and when they saw the baby and the mother, he came up and he looked at me with the eyes of compassion.
I do remember going down to the boat, and I remember coming up the pilot ladder with one of the children in my arm.
The joy, the care, and the hospitality of the British sailors really make us so confident, so happy to know that we are saved.
It just lifted the spirits of everybody to see the smiles of everybody after they'd been on board, and they were just so happy to be there.
If you had the opportunity now, Michael, to say something to members of that crew who saved you, what would you say?
To just say a big thank you for their kindness, their generosity to stop and to save our group. You know, since I came over here, I'm looking for them, but I don't know how to trace these people.
Well, we might be able to help because I have a big surprise for you. Waiting outside the door is a man who remembers that moment 35 years ago every bit as much as you did because he was involved in rescuing you. He was the second mate and he is here. May I introduce you to Ian McBain and his wife Jenny, who was also on the boat.
Oh,
Nice to meet you again.
Thank you for saving our life. When you picked me up, I had no English, and I don't know how to express my gratitude to the people who saved, you know, the 77 people, including that baby.
Baby, yes.
Yeah, right from the sea. I couldn't believe that I see the man who saved my life. So you can see that now I'm working here as a priest, and in return, because you've done such a great favor for me, you saved my life, and then the country welcomed me in here. So it is my turn to repay your people with kindness and, you see, love.
This really has been the most amazing story we've heard today of a young man who almost lost his life in his bid to find freedom, but on the way was met with compassion, with welcome, a new homeland, and a chance to say thank you and keep his promise to God through his enduring faith.
Well, that's about it for today, but next week it's Mothering Sunday and Diane Louise Jordan will be meeting a mum who chose to adopt. But until then, our final song is a celebration of love. Thanks for watching.
It's a special Songs of Praise for Mothering Sunday next week. That's back at the more usual time of 5 o'clock. Now next, can Andy Murray clinch that deciding point against Americans John Isner with live Davis Cup tennis?